In Silicon Valley, it's not at all uncommon for one company to dominate a particular field. Google is the runaway leader in online search. Facebook is the largest social network in the world by a wide margin. Amazon is far and away the biggest e-commerce site. Even among so-called unicorns, another term for private startups worth $1 billion or more, de facto monopolies are already the norm. As technology writer Om Malik argued in The New Yorker recently, most competition in Silicon Valley now heads toward there being one monopolistic winner. Airbnb dominates the apartment rental market, Snapchat is the big player in ephemeral messaging, and Spotify stands out as the major streaming music library. And when it comes to on-demand ride services, Uber, the most valuable private company in the world, is the clear leader. On Monday, Lyft raised an additional $1 billion from investors including General Motors, increasing its total fundraising to $2 billion. At the same time, it announced it was developing software for self-driving cars and teaming up with GM to put more drivers on the road. These moves are part of Lyft's bid to distinguish itself and avoid being muscled aside by the runaway market leader, an all-too-common experience for technology companies. "We're gaining share in the United States," said John Zimmer, Lyft's president and co-founder. "That's not what happens when one player has a complete monopoly. Regardless of whether Lyft and Uber can both thrive, or if there is only one big winner in the booming ride-hailing industry, dominance in and of itself is not illegal." Some argue, however, that the regulatory framework needs to adjust for a new kind of market dominance. The underlying problem here is that antitrust regulators are only looking at consumer welfare, Robert Reich, former Labor Secretary, said. They aren't looking at the long-term potential for total dominance of a network, the possibility of predatory behavior once a technology giant becomes entrenched, or political power.